My name's Maurice. I'm from Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. We're the biggest conservation charity in Yorkshire. We look after 96 nature reserves from the coast, heathland, peat bog, wetland. We've got all different kinds of habitat. They're all in our book. Obviously, species are all dependent on various different terrains, different habitats. Butterflies can depend on the heath, they can depend on garden flowers. It's important we encourage people to have their gardens as wildlife friendly as possible and to plant good pollinator plants to attract the bees, because the bees are in quite a few problems at the moment as well. My nature reserve is North Cave Wetlands, which is a few miles down the road. That's where I'm generally based. We're expanding there as well. We're an old gravel pit, which we managed to. It was destined to be a landfill site. We managed to save that, so that's now a nature reserve, and that's doubling in size over the next couple of years. So that's really what we're about, Yorkshire Wildlife Trust. It's about maintaining habitats, encouraging people to come on our events, be they walks in the woods. We do butterfly walks, we do bird call walks. We've got pond dipping for the kids. We've got a new living sea centre at Flamborough, which is great for kids to come, and we do shore searches there, invertebrate searches there. So obviously we look to kind of provide educational facilities and basically just encourage people to join. We don't charge at most of our reserves. We're in charge at the big reserve, which is Potterick Car, and at Spurn Point as well. So we like people to come to our reserves, hope to have a great experience, see different birds. This time of year it's really good for dragonflies. It goes a bit quiet for the birds because they're nesting, obviously. So it's butterflies now, dragonflies as well. Water voles doing quite well in our reserves, I think, because the water is a lot cleaner than it used to be, and it's a good endorsement of how clean the water is if you've got water voles there. Lots of people have been telling me today that they've got water voles near to them, so that's quite a good sign. Hedgehogs as well. Lots of people are saying they've got hedgehogs in their gardens, which again is encouraging because they're having problems at the moment. We reckon we're down to about 1 million individuals across the country from about 11 million in the 70s, and again that's road deaths, habitat loss, and so they're in bother. Obviously they eat a lot of worms and invertebrates. It's really the whole picture really. You can't have one thing without the other. You need the right kind of habitat to have the right kind of flowers. The flowers attract the insects attract the birds, so it's the whole picture really. It's the circle of life, and I suppose different reserves support different habitats, support different animals, and that's really what we're looking forward to in the future. Especially things like peat bog. Peat bogs take thousands of years to lay down. It's mainly sphagnum moss which lays down over thousands of years. Obviously peat is a constituent of some fertilisers. Obviously we would encourage people to use non-peat based fertilisers in their gardens if possible.